Well, a couple months later, after Duck gets killed, King Von gets killed. Now, there's the rumor that Von put a $100,000 hit on Duck's head. Did you ever hear that? And Von is dead now, so we're not this isn't a police type question.
You hear before Von started rapping, motherfuckers was talking about his money on people's heads and shit like that. Like, that ain't nothing new. Not saying it's true, but you feel me? I always say it's money on y'all head. Oh, they saying this, that person put that. Like, that shit ain't nothing new. I just saw on Instagram, they try to say some shit like that with Fulio, man. You never gonna know what's true. You saw somebody get 100,000 and say, this is for that. You can't say that shit. So that shit just hearsay.
Did you know King Von at all?
No.
Okay. When he got killed,
hey, before you
totally
say that,
unrelated.
Before you say that, not to cut, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that rap or that's like got issues with each other, no cap, never saw each other, gang. There's a lot of people in the city that's probably ops or just don't fuck with each other. And Chicago's small, and they never saw each other, bro. And it may seem like we be tweaking when motherfuckers like, man, I never saw him, or people be saying people did this and did that, and they think a person lying, like, I don't know about that because I never saw that person. I can't say he did this or she did that. Like, I was around, I was over there, but I never saw that person, so I can't say that's true or false. Because it's literally like, you could be in the same vicinity of a person and never see them, bro. Yeah. You'll see everybody be like, yeah, I know him, I saw him. I was in jail with that person, but a lot of motherfuckers never saw each other, bro.
They've never seen each other, but they probably exchanged words on social media.
Yeah, but never saw each other in real life. Like, that should be funny.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Social media, if it wasn't ever around,
beef with someone to the point of killing someone, and you've never actually physically met them before.
Right. If social media wasn't around, you probably wouldn't even know this person.
Right.
It'll be all word of mouth. Oh yeah, we in tour with this person. Who? How you look? You gotta wait till you see him. I can't explain it. So like, that should be crazy.
Well, I mean, you could take it one step further. When you look at what's been happening in Chicago with the GDs and the BDs, a lot of people don't even know what it's over. And I've asked some of the OGs this question, and they kind of give me kind of fuzzy answers in a way.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to Chicago beef, damn near anywhere, majority of the time, it started off at school versus school shit, or just kids fighting, used to hang together, and it escalated, and then gunplay got involved. If it ain't that, it's over a bitch.
Yeah.
And a small percentage it'll be over some money in certain areas. That's probably out west or some shit like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Majority of that shit be kids shit fighting. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers doing they 1-2. Motherfuckers get tired of getting their ass whooped, or they tired of getting hit with bricks and shit. Now we elevated. Now it's time to bats and poles. They go from bats and poles to, you feel me, guns and bullets. You feel me? So a lot of that shit transpired for that. And then somewhere in there, you throw a bitch involved in it too. Somewhere in there, probably some money get involved, but majority, motherfuckers know what shit happened, why it's happening, or why it happened. It's just about, was you there at the beginning to tell the correct story of why they into it?
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, however it started, everyone else who gets involved 10, 20, 30 years later have no idea, probably never even met the people who started the situation. Fact. So now you're mad at this group of people who look like you, and you don't know why exactly, because you're being told that these are your enemies.
You got people sliding on behalf of a gang that they never met the person who the game is named after.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you got shit like that going on, it's just like, this shit get wilder and wilder, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I hate to see it. And, and there's lots of people that I interview that are basically like, I don't got nothing to do with this gang shit anymore. That was me in my 20s, but if I meet someone, I got no problems with it.
You can't, though. Everybody not gonna respect that. You got some that's like, man, he with his kid, him alone, he ain't on that. But you got the ones that's like, man, fuck that. Maybe he did this, or maybe he said that. It's always gonna be somebody that's like, fuck that. So you always gotta be on defense. Or always gonna be on offense or both. So when people be saying that I'm pushing peace, you could push peace, yeah. But you gotta always remember, somebody on the other side not pushing peace and don't get no fuck who you pushing peace with. And that's just simple as that. So people gotta be mindful.
I get it. I get it. You know, and for example, I just interviewed Michael Corleone Blanco. He's the youngest son of Griselda Blanco. And, you know, you're talking about his mom killed hundreds of people. And we had a conversation, you know, because, for example, his brothers were all major drug dealers as well. And I remember I asked him, I said, look, at one point, you guys are sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more. Why not just say, okay, we've had enough. We're going to move somewhere. We're done with the drug business. We're done with the murder business. We're just going to try to live out our life with our kids and get old. And he said, well, unfortunately, killing brings killing. So if you were somehow involved with a murder, that's never going to end. And, you know, his brothers, two of his brothers were killed.
Ain't no killer without killer. And if you had nothing to do with it, you always gonna be a target because what your family did. That's just how shit go. Or what your homie did. We can't get you, motherfucker, get your, you know what I'm saying, get your friend. Or there go a sister, smack her ass, make them come outside. There's ways to get a person to get back in the field or get back active when they saying they not on that. You feel me?
Yeah. So
you gotta be mindful. It's always somebody that's not gonna respect pushing peace or you turning a new leaf in your life. So you always gonna have to be, you feel me, on point, unless you completely move somewhere in your family and disappear. You feel me? So if you can't do that and won't do that, you always have to look over your shoulder, even when you change your life.
Well, a couple months later after Duck gets killed, King Von gets killed in Atlanta. When you heard about that situation, what did you think?
I ain't think about shit. It ain't bother me. I ain't care. I ain't care for the shit.
Yeah. Well, the situation happens with Duck. And for a long time, there was really no news about it. But then, you know, the feds announced that the O Block 6 got arrested for that murder.
Yeah.
And then you start getting information about it. And like you said, it seemed like it was over a girl. It wasn't over the song. Because allegedly one of the dudes' girls was messing with Duck and he called and lied about Duck running up on him with a gun or something like that. So they all got together and then this whole thing happened.
Tender.
I'm sorry?
Tender dick. Pause.
It's almost always over a girl, man. I feel like 90% of the time it's over a girl, but most dudes won't admit it because a lot of times it's not like their main girl or their wife or whatever else, and they feel stupid that their ex, they're crashing out over their ex, essentially.
Basically. And that same motherfucker you crashing out of gonna do the next dick when you locked up or when you did. So that shit tender, bro. Like, weirdo shit. That's diabolical, for real.
The guys that end up going to trial, the O Block 6, did you know any of them personally?
No.
Okay. When you found out that they all got arrested?
No, actually, I was around. I think I bumped into one. I forgot dude name. I bumped into him before. I can't think of short name, but I bumped into him before.
So the O Block 6 are C Murder, Kenny Mac, Los, C-Thang, Muwop, and Teezy.
Yeah, him.
Teezy.
Yeah, motherfucker bumped into him before.
Okay.
That's
actually the oldest one.
Yeah,
He's
one
34.
of my peoples, I think it's like his cousin or some shit. And you know, you don't be knowing what certain motherfuckers from, you just, you feel me, like, but it wasn't shit though, like. But I had bumped into him and shit. It wasn't no, I didn't know the fuck he was until it was like weird. And, you know, motherfucking atmosphere, like, what's to him? Like, that's my cousin type shit. And he ended up taking him, leaving, making him leave and shit, whatever. Well, he left, I guess, but I ain't know him though. But I ran into him before.